Hi all, my name is Harvey Harvey for short, and this is an art challenge video based on one that the Drawfee team did a while back. Basically, drawing a character using 6 different art challenge prompts. Now, I've done art challenges where I drew digital circus characters from memory because I have a horrible memory, so today we're doing that with one that I've not done yet, which is Pomni. Alright, so starting off here first, the first challenge of this is drawing the character from memory, which, as you've seen before with me, I do so poorly, so I came up with this sketch of what I kind of remember Pomni looking like, and which is so bad because Pomni's like ever all over like the internet, so it's so bad that I cannot remember what they look like. So the hair, I came with this like page boy kind of haircut, which looks completely so off. But I go in here with a rough sketch idea of what I want everything to kind of look like. And the pose, I'm kind of looking like, I think there's a point at the beginning where they are like, okay, it's like after the song, they're kind of like, oh, where am I? They're kind of hunched over and they're like really scared and nervous. So that's the pose I'm kind of going for here. So with that, I just kind of like basic sketch, and then I go over with another sketch layer. This one is going to be more tailored, more specific what we have going on here. And then after this, oh, pardon me, I'll get into the ink layer as well. But this is just kind of roughing out with the sketch layer exactly what I want to do, and now we're popping in with the ink. I do a little bit of lines under the eyes because I feel that, I remember like Pomni's like panicked, like, oh my gosh, what's going on, what's happening? So I felt it worked well with what I was trying to orchestrate here. And as you can see, there are some inconsistencies for those who are aware of what Pomni looks like. And of course, I will, we'll be comparing that at the very end here as well. But kind of wrapping up the inking here, and then we'll pop right into the color after this with that red, the blue. With this first one, this is the only one I actually go into detail with the color in terms of doing shading and design work, because I wanted to really do something more for this. So we kind of add a bit of that, and then with the background, and bam, we are done with Pomni here. And actually we're about done. So I'm really proud of how this actually came out. This was very cool. It was very successful. I can't wait to add this Pomni to my lineup of all my other digital circus characters, but I thought it turned out really interesting. But that is the first challenge here, was just from memory. So now we'll move on to the second challenge. So this one's a little bit shaky because the second challenge is drawing the character with your non-dominant hand. Now I'm right-handed, so this is all with my left hand. And normally I shake all the time. For those who've seen my my reels and my shorts, you can see that I have really, really shaky hands when drawing, so drawing is the easiest thing for me. With this, it's very obvious. Clearly uncomfortable drawing with that hand, and then also violently shaky. So as we can see here, Pomni looks like they have gone through the dryer. They're all wrinkled, and no one has fluffed up Pomni. Pomni's just been left in the dryer for about weeks. So they are extremely wrinkled. They are in need of an iron, to be fair. This Pomni looks like this sad Christmas elf. Just the saddest thing that has ever existed. But this is it. With all of the challenges, I'm not doing anything with adding any color except the final one. And we'll do a comparison at the end showing you the progression. But this was with my non-dominant hand. So, it did its thing. So now we're going to move on to the third challenge. Okay, so the next challenge we have is drawing with my eyes closed. And as you can see, Pomni clearly has been abstracted. There's nothing positive going on in this image. This is a nightmare image. I don't know why I have my image of Pomni up in the corner for reference. I wasn't looking at it. This is a nightmare. This is horrifying. I feel so bad for Pomni, for what I put them through, because this looks awful. Absolutely awful. This looks as if I have just, it's It's like I woke up in the middle of the night and it was like, I need to draw this real quick, this great idea. And now here it is. I wake up in the morning and it's just this image. It is horrifying. I don't want to look any more. Let's move on to part 4. All right, so now we are on to drawing the character in under a minute. So a minute is a lot of time for me personally, just to sketch something out real quick. With the detail that I put into my original design for Pomni from Memory, I really tried to go as quickly as I could, but also when I don't wear like a glove or anything when I'm drawing on my iPad. So with this, to make sure I'm not moving the screen as I'm screen recording this, I very much was going quickly with just, it's looked everything looked bad because I'm just going with not touching the screen with my hand and not moving things around. So this comes out through this whole process looking quite rough. Pomni looks unwell. Pomni looks very uncomfortable with life, with liberty, with the pursuit of happiness, with existing. It's unfortunate, but here we are. This is 1 minute Pomni. Now, Pomni in under 1 minute isn't the worst thing that I've done for this challenge. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's really not the worst. So let's move on to the penultimate point, challenge 5. Okay, so the 5th challenge is only using your mouse. Back in the old days, back on Microsoft Paint, or Windows Paint, I forgot which one. So this, I don't have a paint application on my computer. I don't draw on my computer, I use my iPad. There's not that function on the iPad with a mouse. So this is actually, it was some website I found online. I just Google like sketch website or something. So this is completely just with the mouse. As we can see, Pomni looks better. There's no, touch sensitivity to the pen, so it's very simplistic if I'm being honest. So this Pomni still looks very ill. Granted, the first Pomni did kind of look ill anyway, so this Pomni has seen better days if I'm being honest. This Pomni's looking kind of rough. We move it up a little bit there, just make room for our perfect Pomni legs. Look at these legs. Oh, moved a little bit. Perfect Pomni legs, just absolutely perfect. And moving on to the shoes here before we kind of finish it up. This Pomni isn't that bad if I'm being completely honest. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't hate this Pomni. I don't hate it. But this final Pomni, it's the antithesis. It is what we've been building up to, part 6. And here we are. The final part, challenge 6, is from reference. So we have the reference images of Pomni I have here. And I do have my little Pomni up in the corner because I still want to keep that pose for the most part. So going in, as we can see, I won't talk too much about the color, but because we'll get into color later. So the first part, I'm kind of getting with this rough sketch, definitely more defined. Of the arms are very thin, very kind of popsicles. There, got the big circle buttons, and you got the big kind of the orbs on the shoulders, going in more, making it specifically looking like the original image of what Pomni actually looks like, and kind of messing with that hat, making sure that looks right. There's so much of, I don't know if you can hear that. There's a lot of rain going on outside, so sorry if you can hear that. So with this, just this image of Pomni just looks so much better than like the original Pomni. Mine just looks like such a off-brand, weird character. So I really like how this Pomni kind of came out. This Pomni looks really, really good. Loving how this is really coming up. I'm going with the inking here. This Pomni just looks so cute. I love how this Pomni kind of came out. And with this Pomni, there's so many things I added with this that are so different from how my original design looks, but I feel this design looks so much better, just completely. So we're going with the colors. With the colors, as we'll see, I don't do any kind of special coloring or special shading. I just stick with these colors, the basic colors. And this is it though. This is this finished from reference image. I think it looks so good, so good. I love how this all kind of came out together. I think it looks really cool. And out of all these all together, personally, I do prefer how mine kind of came out, my original, because that one, I feel it's so much of me. So it's just, I really like how it came out. But these are all these designs. Which is your favorite? Probably the final one's probably one's favorite, because it looks actually the best. But I still really like all of them. This is a fun challenge to do. I'd love to do this with other characters maybe in the future, but this was so much fun. Please let me know which of these was your favorite to see. Did you guys enjoy the video? Please like, comment, share. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.